Alright. Alright, so this is question number 5. A pilot of land OAB is in the shape of a sector of a circle with a center O, where OA is the same as OB, which is 5 kilometers, and the angle AOB is 1.2 radian. Find the perimeter of the pilot of a land. So we need to be finding the perimeter. Okay, so the perimeter of a shape of this sector is OA plus AB plus OB, and we already know that the OB is the same as OA, which that's going to be 5 kilometers as well. All we are missing is the length of the arc AB. Okay, so if I write this in general, the perimeter of this shape is going to be OA, the length of OA, and plus the length of OB, and the plus length of arc AB. Okay, so AO and OB is 5 and 5. Let's write it as now 10 kilometers already. Okay, length of the arc, we know that if the angle given as a radian, the length of arc can be calculated using a theta r, which is 10 kilometers multiplied plus 1.2 multiplied by 5. 1.2 is the theta, that is a theta, and that is a radius of the sector. So that's going to be, let me write the unit over here as well, kilometer. Okay, so that's going to be altogether 16 kilometers. So 6 plus 10, that's the easy one. And now in part B, let me put this on the top here. Part B, they say, actually before the part B start, they say point P lies on maybe such that AP divides the pilot of land into 2 regions as R1 and R2, given that the area of R1, which is the bigger one, is 3 times the area of R2, and show that the R2 is equal to 3.75 kilometer squared. Okay, well, if I want to do that, I can, there is no, okay, so if I want to do that, is basically I'm going to do with finding a total area, because some ratio is given here, so that sum is going to be added up to total area I'm going to be finding, and there's no other way to do that as far as I know, because if I want to just try to find the area of this triangle, which is R2, so if it is possible, they will not give this one, and it's not possible because I don't know what's OP, I don't know what's AP. There are many things in the triangle is missing, and it's impossible to work them out without knowing a couple of extra things. Okay, it just, like I said, find the total area, which is area of R1 plus area of R2. Okay, so the total area is going to be calculated as 1/2 theta r squared, because the total area is the area of the sector, which is going to be 1/2 multiplied by 1.2 and multiplied by 5 squared. So if you put this into your calculator, you're going to have the total area as 5 multiplied by 1.2, 25, 15 kilometers squared. Okay, so since I know the R1 plus R2 is equals to R1 plus R2 is equals to 15 kilometer squared. So, and I also know R1 is 3 times R2. So instead of area of R1, I can write 3 multiplied by area of R2, and obviously I have plus the area of R2, that's equals to 15. That means I have 4 times the area of R2, which is equals to 15 kilometers squared. So I can say that the area of R2 now is 15 divided by 4 kilometers squared, which is let's see, what is it? 15 divided by 4, which gives us which gives us 3.75 kilometers squared, which they said to prove it. This is part B. In the part C, they say find the length of AP, giving your answer to the nearest 10 meters. Alright, if I want to find the area of the length of AP, so I'm looking for this length, I'm going to be using a cosine law for this. But to use the cosine law for this, I need to know what is OP. Okay, it's easy to find OP now, because there is a formula for the area of triangle as 1/2 A multiplied by B sine of theta. If I apply this to this triangle, I know the area of that triangle, which is R2, which is 3.75, equals to 1/2 A, let's take A as 5 kilometers, and B, which is basically the OP we are looking for, and the sine of the angle between this OP and then OA, which is 1.2. Okay, so let's multiply both sides by 2 and divide by 5 sine 1.2. Okay, so OP is going to be 2 multiplied by 3.75, and that is divided by 5 sine 1.2. Remember, 1.2 is in radian. You should have your calculator set into radian before you plug this into your calculator. 2 multiplied by 3.75 divided by 5 sine of 1.2. It's not an arc sine. That is going to be approximately, for OP, approximately 1.61. Okay, well, after that, so if I go back to that shape, I'm gonna see this was 1.61. if I'm looking for AP, I can use a cosine law now. So AP squared is equals to AP is equals to 1.61 squared plus 5 squared minus 1.61 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 1.61 times 5 cosine of the angle in between 1.2, and then the AP is the square root of everything, or just square it. Okay, square root of everything will be a good idea because I don't want to do an estimation. One more, I might can write this step or not, that's not necessary at all now here. Okay, so that is going to be approximately, if you put this into your calculator, 4.7 kilometers. Remember, the question tells us to give it to the nearest 100 meters. So I need to be converting AP, which is 4.7, into a meter. That's going to be 4700 meter. Nearest 100 is just the same, 4700. Even if you leave your answer like so, still going to get the full mark.